Hey there. So, are you curious about what is happening in the Salt Lake City, Utah housing market? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to actually share some numbers with you, and we're going to take a deep dive of really what we are seeing, the different trends we are seeing, and we're going to hop into it right now. Hey there, Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. This channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, or relocating, or even selling their home in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our pleasure to connect with you. Hey there. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive on just really looking at some of the numbers that we're seeing, some of the trends that we're seeing here in Salt Lake City, and we're going to dive right into it right now. So first thing, I'm just sharing my screen here with you so you can take a look at really the numbers that we are seeing here. So this is comparing last January to today when this video is being shot this week. And really, so we're going to be looking at active listings, meaning listings that are on the market right now, homes that are being sold. We're going to be looking at backup, under contract, withdrawn, and no-show homes. So really, this gives you a good idea from where we were at last year, just with the number of active listings that are currently on the market. So you can see last year we were at 412. This year we're at 1790, which is a huge increase, which means there are a lot more homes sitting on the market today. In fact, it shows over 300% difference, right? There are a lot more homes on the market. So what this means, if you are a buyer, you have a lot more to choose from, and which means most likely you have more negotiation power with repairs, with price, with terms, all of those different things, because there are so many more homes sitting on the market, because we've got more inventory than we did last year that is sitting here. In terms of backup offers basically means the home is under contract, but they're still willing to accept offers if the home falls out of contract. That is slightly up from last year as well. And then this was one I thought was really interesting, is homes that are under contract. You can see last year there were, a lot more, 40% more homes that were under contract this time last year than there is right now. So right now we've got 932 homes that are currently under contract. And then withdrawn means it's an expired listing, or the seller took it off the market for one reason or another. And we've got a lot more homes that have been withdrawn this year compared to last year. And I think a lot has to do with, fewer buyers are looking because of interest rates, all of those things. Some sellers have thought, well, you know what? Prices were this last year. If I can't get that, then I'm going to just take it off the market. And so we're seeing a lot of that as well. So hopefully that gives you a good kind of a snapshot of where we're at in terms of just day to day, and then month over, from last year to this year, more homes on the market. And I was on Redfin today too. I've got, lots of different sites, but this I thought was an interesting, just in terms of trends. This is the Salt Lake City housing market. So this is what this says. It says, what's the housing market like in Salt Lake City today? If you are, the median home price right now overall in all of Salt Lake is $475,000, which is actually 3.6% lower than it was last year. So sometimes people are like, well, wait a minute, interest rates have gone up and houses continue to go up. Yes, but overall, that average home sale is actually down from last year. So sometimes people are thinking, well, the interest rate's kicking me out of the game, but the average, price of a home is going to be a little bit less than it was last year. The number of homes sold this month last year is also down about 55%, which is interesting. And then the number of days on market, this is that 49. You can see this right here, 49 days on market. Last year at this time, we're seeing an average of 6 to 10. So it means homes are sitting on the market longer. It means buyers have more time to do the research and do their shopping. We're not seeing as many bidding wars here. And, really you can just see even down here in March of 2022, the average days on market were much, much less. And then it started creeping up usually, which is an interesting trend. And I know COVID kind of threw a lot of a wrench in different things and shifted the market in different ways. But you can see here, usually in the summertime, that's when houses are going a lot faster. But you can see here, it did not do that. And so now here we are, and homes are sitting on the market longer. So if you're selling your home, don't be surprised if it's sitting. Typically, in a normal market, usually we're seeing homes sit for an average of 30 to 40 days. So some sellers are getting worried and saying, well, Mariah, it wasn't that long ago that homes were sitting on the market for 6 to 10 days. And now sellers are getting worried like, whoa, is this not priced right? Or is this, but actually that's more of a normal market. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea here. Average price, number of homes sold, you can see that's kind of ebbed and flowed as well. And then I'm going to take you down here as well, just so you can see. This just kind of gives you a gauge of how hot is the Salt Lake City housing market right now. And, if you're comparing again this to last year, you can see there is certainly a difference. Sale to list price. Most people that are listing their homes are getting right around that, that price. But we have seen a slight decrease, and certainly we've seen actually a lot of price reductions of, where they're starting at. And you can see that's a, little, almost a 4% decrease from that. And then homes sold above list price, we're not seeing that, again, that bidding war and the escalation clauses that we were seeing before. We're simply really not seeing as much of that as we were before, 23%. And then the homes with price drops. Now, this is what I was talking about before of just what we're seeing with, somebody puts their home on the market and, them reducing their price. And that's over 3 years. You can see within the last year, though, about the same. So again, what does this mean for you as a buyer? If you are thinking about purchasing a home, you know that most houses are going to go, it looks like, right around list price. That's the trend we're seeing, but we are seeing some price reductions. We are seeing longer days on market. So if you're shopping for a home, you have a little bit more time to, get an idea of, make sure you're in the right neighborhood and the house fits your needs and the schools are what you're looking for. If you are a seller and you are selling, be patient. It will happen. It will happen if it's priced right and all of the things, but just be patient, knowing that homes are not flying off the shelves like they were, just even 6 months ago. So hopefully this gives you a good snapshot of where we're at right now in the Salt Lake market. And again, where these trends, where we're seeing. And then last thing I wanted to show you here is simply, a lot of people are relocating here still to Utah, and people are like, well, where are they all coming from? And you can see right here, you've got a big percentage that are coming from Washington, D.C., you've got LA, you've got San Francisco, Boston, Chicago, San Diego, New York, Sacramento, you've got Texas, and then Hawaii. So you've got quite a few Californians that are still moving in here. You've got quite a few Texans that are still moving in as well. But again, hopefully this gives you a gauge of what we're seeing right now in the market. People keep asking me, Mariah, is the housing market going to crash like it did, back in 2008? It's like, we're not seeing signs of that. In, mortgage rates and stuff too are they're lower than they were, historically they're still low, even though, today when I was looking at my lender rates, and right now I was looking and it showed something right around, high fives for a jumbo loan. But again, I'm not a lender, but we were seeing sevens almost creeping up to 8 before. So those have kind of come back down again. Again, it ebbs and flows, but that's really what we're seeing right now. So hopefully you found this information useful. Really the trends that we're seeing right now, the active listings, the homes that have sold, and days on market, all of that, we have certainly noticed a shift in the market since last year, and that is certainly evident in the statistics and the numbers that we looked at today. And again, if you are thinking about making a move or relocating here to Utah, or if you are in Utah and you're thinking about selling your house, we would love to help you out. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our pleasure to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.